Hello, this is going to be a quick video. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I want to show off my newest Xbox. This thing is Xbox laptop. This thing's completely done now. I literally just finished doing the hinge covers and just got those put on. Actually, the last thing I did was this that vent cover right there. But yeah, it's 100% done. Everything works perfectly fine. I would have had it done a couple of days ago, but I ran into some trouble whenever I was putting it together. I always, before the final assembly, before I actually put everything in the case and put it together, I hook everything up, turn it on, and test it for a while to make sure everything's working. Well, the audio amp that I had didn't work. Now, these audio amps, the audio amps that I use in these, I have recommended to a lot of different people. And up until now, I've not had any trouble out of these things, but the last batch that I got, none of them worked. I mean, I've got these three right here, they do not work. I couldn't use them on this build. I had to end up using a different amp. I don't know whether anybody else is having that issue with the amps, but I've recommended these amps to a lot of people, and up until now, they've been great amps. But I'm done with them. I'm not going back to them. I mean, 3 out of 4 in that batch were no good, and I've actually got the other one. I'm just not going to trust it. But anyway, it's completely finished. From the outside, other than the different paint job I used, you really can't see a difference from this one and the last one, except for it's got front USB where the last one didn't. Where you really see most of the changes that I made are on the back of the unit. Let me turn that around so you can get a look at that. Okay. Right here. That's the biggest change that I made. Now, it's got a bezel on the back like a stock Slim does. It's marked exactly the same as a stock Slim. All the ports are exactly in the same place. I didn't have to move anything. The only difference is you're going to see a little recessed switch right here. That's not easy to switch, because if you do switch that, then it shuts off the internal video. But it's got that, and the power cord is recessed like it is in a stock Slim. This actually slides back inside the unit a little bit, but that makes it look a lot cleaner on the back. And it's not just holes cut. This actually has a proper bezel that covers the back ports. But other than that, the only other changes were structural to the case. I'm still using aluminum. This is all aluminum except for the top here. But I used a little bit thicker aluminum around on the sides, and I reinforced this edge a lot, so this thing is a whole lot stronger than the ones that I built before. But yeah, there it is. It's got a real good amp in it now, and the sound is excellent. Other than that, it looks kind of the same. I did like how this paint job turned out. I mean, I think that really looks nice. It's a water drop effect that I did. I've done it before, but I used different colors in this one. I started off with a base of silver, then used white for the highlights, and just jet black for the shadow, and it turned out really nice. This unit has 3 fans in it instead of 2, the way the last one that I did, it only had 2, but this one's got 3 now. The only venting that I'm doing is the vent over the heat sink, and there's a vent underneath on the bottom side, right under the motherboard, to keep air flowing under the motherboard. But it doesn't have any trouble heating up. I mean, it's completely cool to the touch. The heat sink stays cool. So it's going to go into a few days of testing. I'll turn it over to my nephews, and they'll run it through its paces for a few days before, and I'll be completely confident that there's nothing wrong with it before it's ready to go. But it's for sale right now if anybody's interested in it. That's what it looks like. It's actually got enough fans in it where it can operate with the lid closed. It's not going to overheat. I don't know whether that's going to show up on camera, but this one I paid really close attention to the way the corners and everything lined up, so everything would line up perfectly. I wanted to make this thing look like it came out of a factory. So there it is. If you're interested in it, send me a message. Thanks for watching.